Alright guys, what is up? A lot of people Alright guys, what is up? A lot of people keep asking me what I keep in my camera bag for 2019, so I figured I'd just make a video on it. So, as far as the backpack goes, I use this Lowepro BP250. I've had two of these bags, and they have to be my favorite bag personally. It's not a big bag, and it's not just a little bag. It's like medium-sized bag. You can hike with these. It's got actual hiking straps around the back, so that way when you're hiking or when you're climbing something, you can actually clip this to your waist right here, and then it's safe. This bag has been with me for about 2 years now. It is by far my favorite bag that I've had. I've had a couple other ones, including the Brevity bags. I love them, but I prefer this, and Best Buy carries it. So, getting into the actual backpack, this backpack has a lot of pockets on it. In this pocket right here, it's got a whole holder. You can put your laptop in it. You can put your iPad and whatever else, books, electronics, all on the side right here. And then there's actually like a little clip up here that I tie up here just in case like I'm walking through an airport and somebody tries to like get in my backpack. In this side of the pocket though, I do keep my MacBook Pro 2019 15-inch Retina i9 processor. It's like the biggest one that the biggest and most powerful one that Apple makes right now. I do keep that right in here so that I can constantly have it and just grab it if I need to. Fits perfectly and zips right up, and nobody will really guess that it's a laptop. The other thing I love about this bag is that it doesn't look like a camera bag, which is like my main concern, because I go into like Philadelphia a lot in the city late at night. I don't need to get mugged for having a camera bag and lose however many thousands of dollars of equipment. That would definitely suck. Inside the actual bag, up top, it's got this whole big zipper compartment. As soon as I can find the zippers, right here. So this whole side, this whole top opens up. In here you have a pocket here, two pockets here, a pocket here, and then a zipper pocket in here. In this pocket right here, I keep for my laptop my dongle. Of course, Apple makes everything really difficult. I keep this dongle. It is Hyperdrive. This is the one that plugs into the USB 3.0 ports. With this dongle, you get two USBs, micro chip reader, SD card reader, and two Thunderbolt cables, which I actually use over here to turn I need 3 USBs when I edit videos, so I turn the Thunderbolt cable into the USB. That comes in handy a lot, so I use this a lot. This is what I use at home, but even if I'm on the go and just copying footage, I use this all the time. You have to. With that being said, the hard drive that I use, I just got it a couple weeks ago. I use a portable SSD. It's a Samsung T5 hard drive. This thing is just USB 3. It loads in about 5 seconds. I literally counted. It's almost full at a terabyte of footage, and I copied about 300 gigabytes of footage to this drive yesterday, and it took about 4.5 minutes, which was insane. It blew my mind. This is the best hard drive that I owned. The other one that I use is a Toshiba, whatever this one is, Toshiba. This is a external hard drive, and this is a solid state. Basically means in the solid state drive there's no moving pieces inside, so you can always count on it. It's not going to break. There's not going to be malfunctions with it whatsoever. With the external hard drives like these, there does tend to be some slowness to them. They take a while to load into the computer. They take forever to copy footage, and there's a lot of moving parts inside with circuit boards and stuff like that. So when you drop it, if you drop it, you can guarantee that your hard drive might not work next time you plug it in and lose everything on it, which would really suck, especially if it's client footage, because we've all done that. But I keep that at home just because it's not useful to me. I always keep the Samsung T5 on me when I'm on the go. The other thing I keep with me at all times is pens, all the time. Pens, hand sanitizer, just you never know when you might need it. Screwdriver, couple screw bits, stuff like that. extra batteries, AA, AAA, D batteries, whatever. Keep them with you. They are important. At some point you will need them. Don't know when, but you will need them, I promise. There's a really big pocket here. I don't keep anything in it at the moment, but I might throw some business cards. I might throw some cords, stuff like that in here, some papers. Maybe, you know, whatever goes in there can go in there. In this whole pocket right here, I always put clothes and stuff. So if I'm traveling to another state, I always throw like a pair of shorts, an extra shirt, some underwear, some socks, whatever in here. It is big enough to be able to do that, which is super cool. In this little pocket right here, I always keep my AirPods on me, no matter what. AirPods are like I don't know, I absolutely love AirPods. They're great for the plane, they're great for conference calls, whatever. They're all around great. You can leave them in and whatever. It's just amazing. Always keep a pair of AirPods on you if you can get them. The other thing I keep in this pocket is a Luma Cube. It's the 2.0 version. I got it from Best Buy. It was about $99. This thing is amazing for quick light. It's got 10 light settings, and it is insanely bright for what it actually is. So, and it is waterproof, which is super cool too. There's just a little cap right here to make it waterproof, and to charge it, you just unscrew that cap with a fingernail or your car key or whatever, like everything else in the camera world, and you screw it back on to charge it. You screw it off to charge it, and you screw it back on when you're done charging it. This cap basically keeps it being waterproof. In this pocket too, I always keep some extra batteries. Not AA, not AAA, not D batteries, but I have monitor batteries right here that I always keep. That's for the SmallHD 502 monitor that I'm using right over here to be able to record this video. And then I have 4 batteries for that. 2 are in the monitor and 2 are out. And then I have the Z battery for the Sony a7 III that I'm using. I love this camera so much. I bought it a while ago. I film weddings, mitzvahs, vlogs, YouTube videos, everything that I film, every client work that I do it on this camera. Right now the setup for this video is the SmallHD 502 monitor over here, Sony a7 III with the Velo battery grip, not the Sony battery grip, it's the off-brand version. And then on the Sony camera I have the Zeiss 25mm 2.0, and then I have a Rode Mic Micro, which is actually recording my audio right now, which is super cool. And then the monitor and the camera are obviously connected by an HDMI cable. Put them back, zip it up. The other part of this camera bag is this top pocket right here. This pocket you can pretty much keep anything and everything in. It's like a smaller version of this big pocket right here. I tend to throw extra attachments, camera stuff in there, bracelets, chains, whatever, if I'm going through the airport, my passport, whatever goes in there. Whatever you can fit in here can go in here. So that's an awesome pocket to have as well. On the side of this camera bag, I have this, there's this pocket right here. I keep my GorillaPod for vlogging. I don't use this as an actual tripod. I only use it as a vlog stick because I don't trust my camera on these unless I'm holding it. I would never set these down, even though people do. I don't personally put this down as a tripod. I only use it when I'm vlogging. But that stays in this little pocket right here. It's like a stretchy little pocket. You can throw water bottles, snacks, whatever in there. So I always just keep my Joby GorillaPod in here just because it's easy just to get to. You just reach behind your back and, you know, it's right there. Then on the backpack, there's this little pouch that flips up. And then the actual camera bag opens from the side right here, which I really do like. It does tend to get a little annoying sometimes because you have to, when you're walking and you want to grab your camera, you have to set your camera bag down and then open it and stop what you're doing and open the bag, and you know, it gets to be a little annoying sometimes. But this has a very large camera pouch. Obviously I keep my camera right here with a lens attached at all times, but Obviously I'm filming the YouTube video on it, so I don't have the camera in here, but that's what's being used and that's what I primarily use. Speaking of lenses, the other two lenses that I own, the other lens I told you about was the 25mm Batis 2.0. I love that lens. I vlog, take pictures, do video, shoot weddings, etc. all on that lens. And I love that lens, crazy sharp, awesome. And then with the clear image zoom is awesome too with that lens. The other lens that I own, one of the other lenses that I own, is the actual Sony kit lens for these cameras, for most cameras that it comes with, is the 28-70 zoom lens. It is the f3.5 to 5.6. I don't really see myself using this lens much at all. I usually leave it at home just because it's not as sharp as I'd like it to be, and you know, it's a more budget lens. It's the kit lens that the camera comes with, so you can't expect a whole lot of things from it. But it is a good start lens. So if you do have this lens, it is an awesome lens. The last lens I have aside from these two is this lens right here. This is the Sony Zeiss 1.8 55mm. This lens is a beast in low light. It is 1.8 aperture. I kind of wish it was 1.4, but it's like perfect. Crazy sharp. I love this lens so much. I use it for B-roll, use it for pictures, portraits, video, anything that I'm doing. It's either this lens or the 25 on the camera right now. But I'm always using this lens. In this pocket over here, I keep the Watson battery charger for the Z batteries for the A7 III. This battery charger charges things crazy fast. You have an LCD screen right here, so you can see what the batteries are at. You can watch them charge if you really want to. But it does charge 2 batteries at a time, which is super awesome because that saves you from going and plugging a ton of outlets in like these. I have 4 batteries for my 502 monitor, for my small HD 502 monitor, but I only have 3 chargers for some reason. I think I lost the other one. But these are the classic flip the outlet out and then plug it into the wall and wait forever to charge them. That's the only complaint that I have about this monitor. The batteries take forever to charge. But aside from that, the monitor is crazy awesome. I love it. Couldn't ask for a better monitor. It is a little pricier, but it's definitely worth it if you do have the extra budget for it. So I keep 3 of these. I usually, when I travel, I only carry 2 of them just because there's no need for 3 of them if you have 4 batteries. On this side, I keep the little blower for the sensor inside the camera. You don't want your sensor to be dirty when you're filming YouTube videos or any other videos, especially client work that isn't just for you and for fun. Like these YouTube videos, these are for fun for me. I do them because I want to, not because I'm getting paid to. But for client work like weddings and mitzvahs and stuff like that, even product pictures and, you know, video and pictures, you don't want to have a dirty sensor and have like little dust particles on your sensor that you can see in the video. So every time you change lenses, just make sure you blow the lens off. So I do keep one of these in here, as well as I keep this little pen right here, which is it's called a lens pen. It's got a little microfiber tip on it to clean the sensor off, and it comes with a cap. Make sure you keep the cap on when you're not using it because it will get clogged up with dirt and stuff like that. And at that point, you'll just be rubbing dirt and stuff on your lens, which won't be good. The other thing I keep in here is this little bag right here from Peak Design. It is just the bag that I use. I do have Peak Design products, which I'll show you in a minute. But in this bag specifically, I keep the base plate for the IDJ Ronin M that I use over here, as well as the Allen key, as well as the bolts that I need to attach my camera to the base plate. You always want to make sure to keep things organized, especially me. I'm like super OCD about my camera bag. If things are all over the place, I'm all over the place. I can't grab my stuff quickly and efficiently when I actually need to. So I keep that in here too. The other thing that I keep, usually it's on the camera, but it's not just because I'm filming this video, is the Peak Design wrist strap. I do a lot with this when I shoot weddings. I shoot dancing on the dance floor, and so when people bump into you and nudge you, instead of dropping your $4,000 camera, you just, you have it on your wrist and it won't drop if you happen to let go of it for some reason. That's the thing you always see on people's cameras, those little red clips on the side. I can't show you because my camera's in front of me, but it just snaps right in and makes it super easy to hold your camera without dropping it. I definitely recommend one of these. They're only about 60 bucks, I think it was, and it is magnetic, so you can roll up the cord, roll up the strap to itself and just make it easier. I always keep this with me. The other thing I keep with me when I go into like parks and stuff like that to shoot videos and like hiking in the mountains and stuff like that is this little Peak Design base plate. This base plate allows me to put this on the bottom of my camera, and then I have the clip for it for the shoulder like the shoulder strap on a backpack. You just clip it and just leave it on your shoulder. That way, if you need your hands and you're carrying your camera, you can just leave your camera right on your shoulder and not really have to worry about it. This is probably my favorite thing for Peak Design. I definitely recommend one of these. Everything that I'm talking about, by the way, the links are going to be in the description below, as well as my social medias and stuff like that. So if you guys want to give them a follow, feel free. That's it as far as the actual camera bag goes. I try to travel lightly and try to go out and shoot lightly with only a very minimum amount of equipment. So I don't tend to pack this bag full every day. On the outside of the actual camera portion of the bag, there's this little pocket right here. It's just a little tiny one. I keep microphones, cords, etc. Business cards you can put in here, whatever you can fit in here, even your phone if you have to put it away for some reason. That all can go in here, as well as your car keys, whatever else. So that's a nifty little pocket too. And then in this pocket, there is another pocket. So there's a lot of pockets on this backpack. The cool thing I do love about this backpack too is on the bottom here, there's actually like a built-in raincoat. So if it is pouring and like you're stuck walking, you can stop for a second because you have to put the bag down, of course, and flip that raincoat out and just cover the actual entire bag. The other thing I like about this backpack is this little top flap. This is the camera portion, but this top flap actually clips into place so that nobody can really open your camera bag unless they unclip and take the time to stop, because you don't want to get robbed when you're carrying all of your camera equipment. That would totally suck. But yeah, I do love this bag. There's a little Peak Design clip right here. That is my favorite thing. There's a little quick release right here too, so if you're using it and you need your camera to take a picture real quick, you push that quick release, slide it off, and grab the shot, which was awesome. I always do it. The thing that I don't and I can't keep in my camera bag, unfortunately, is the Ronin M. This stabilizer is awesome. I've had a lot of people tell me they like it. It gets a lot of good reviews on B&H and stuff like that. Everybody likes the stabilizer. The only downside to the stabilizer is it does get a little heavy. So I actually do have, on this Ronin M, I actually do have the IDJ ring for the Ronin M, as well as the small rig feet right here, which you need if you do want to be able to put your camera down. Sometimes the handlebars that the Ronin M comes with get torn apart. The clips don't, the screw never stays for some reason, so you're always finding yourself like retightening that screw to make sure that it is constantly tight so that the clip doesn't just come off and you lose a handlebar. So anytime I'm using the Ronin M though, I always use it with the ring. For me, this Ronin M is like, with the ring, it's like the most stable thing that I've personally used. Eventually I do want to get into the IDJ Ronin S. It's definitely easier to shoot with. It's a lot less heavy, I've heard. And there's a lot of good reviews on it, which makes me really excited to go pick one up sometime soon. So that pretty much ends this video. That is what I carry around in my camera bag for 2019. Next year might be something different, the next year might be something different. But in case you're wondering, in the link in the description there will be a kit link. You click that link and you can go see everything that I own for my camera bag and my camera gear and closet and stuff like that. And you can see every little piece of equipment that I own. I'm constantly updating it, even if it's just not in my camera bag. So if you guys are interested in that, the link will be down below, so you can check that out too. If you did like this video, make sure to subscribe. It definitely helps a lot. I'm trying to build this YouTube channel just to share what I do for a living, which we'll leave it into the next video, which is more about what I do for a living. So yeah, so follow me on Instagram, all that good stuff. I will see you guys later. Until next time, peace.